Morning, Josh. Hey, Zach. Bear with me one moment. I'm just trying to get the stream up and running. Hey, Ashmid. Bear with me 1 second. I'll get you zoomed in on the actual action. Too close. See how we get on with. Should be. Yeah, I think that should do the job. Okay, good. Let's have a look at the YouTube and good chat. Okay, it's like we're all good. We're all streaming. Okay, so the key here today is not to give back our profits from yesterday. That does tend to be a bit of a pattern with a lot of traders, is they have a really good day and then they give back the gains the next day by trading aggressively. So not started yet, NASA. So we're just building out a watch list. Got a couple of things on there that look to be moving. I'm looking at interesting. I know why that's interesting. I'm thinking, why am I getting the small stocks? I need to filter out the small stocks. Distract me. They're not good for me. Losing money again. Okay. So, Mr. Happy Mister, welcome to the stream. Hey, Matty. US 30 sell. I'm not trading the indexes, King. Morning, Alistair. Good to see you again. Hey, Pillowcase. What's my news source, Chaudhry? I use Benzinga. Yeah, I've been looking at AVDL. I've been looking at GMDA, AVDL. I'm looking at NKTX for a continuation from yesterday. The reason I'm saying that is because we've got a huge window between 20 and 24. So if we can break the resistance at 20, I don't see any reason why it won't move quite seamlessly and effortlessly up to 24. So I'm watching for a continuation on NKTX today. But AVDL and GMDA are the two the big movers. Got MX is just magnet chip, just hit the scanners. Pop that on there as well. That's moving up nicely now. Redbox and Ethereum is still on the scanners. Also, I do cuss a little also. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at top movers. Yeah. Okay, so just broke the VWAP there. Will be interesting for a little bit later. Let's map out some of the key areas. Pre-market high 624. Distance around that $5 level. Right, that's about it. Right, 5 minute. Let's just steer into the VWAP. It seems followed the VWAP up, ranging around the volumes died down a little bit from the initial pump, but spikes of volume. It's fairly tepid. The MDA. Let's look at this on the 5 minute and map out some key levels. So 419. So five. It's a $0.75 level. Give a take. Yeah, Kobe, quiet. Oh, behave yourself. See that better on the 1 minute. Yeah, the $0.75 level, how important it is. Resistance level. Oh. Come out from under my desk. Come out from under my desk. You don't go under my desk. Good girl. Shut up. Okay, so guys, who's not been liking the stream so far? 109 likes. We've got 24 people, and we should have at least 250 likes. 10 taps on the screen, guys. You know the rules. 10 taps. It helps with the algorithm. Basically, it shows that the chat is engaged, and there's the word interaction, engagement, and if the algorithm sees that, it pushes out to more people, pushes the stream out to more. So just give the screen 10 taps, and we'll get more people onto the stream. So GMDA, it's below the VWAP at the minute, so it's not trading aggressively. We've got AVDL, which is trading around the VWAP. I want to see it above the VWAP and hold good volume. What was MX volume? Really made a move, but it's on relatively low volume. Sky Harbor from yesterday, it's low volume, but it's held most of its gains, so that's why that's interesting. Peru at 14, very close to where it finished yesterday. Peru had a good day yesterday. Look at this on the 60 minutes. Peru had a very good day. It moved up from 1120s all the way up to over $14 yesterday. So Peru had a really good day yesterday. Not quite as good as NKTX, but you can see that held all those gains as well. So if we look at this on the daily, moved up. This was the big day that we moved up. We'll get this trend line because this was the big day that we moved up, and then it continued up. We got up to 70.41 at some. I think we actually got over $18 out of hours one. But then you can see been consolidating up until yesterday. So we've held the gains from yesterday. I can see Veru potentially going on another run to up to $16, maybe $17 today. So watch Veru for a move at the bell. Let's have a look at SFBM. I saw that moving yesterday. It's BFM, sorry. Saw that moving yesterday as well. So on the daily, down today, down 5%. That's done. Get rid of that. Peru in KTX. This is the daily from yesterday, and you can see it's held most of the gains. So this could be 60. We went up to $20 post market. I actually got on that one as well. So just got a bull flag just as I finished the stream in Power Hour yesterday. I closed the stream and we exited the position. I closed the stream and then started to move up. So as it made a new high, I jumped in with 5,000 shares and got it all the way up to $20. And a couple of extra quid on top, which was a nice end to the day. So yeah, NKTX, if it breaks $20 today, there's virtually no resistance between 20 and 24. So we could see quite a substantial move of 20%, 20-25% move. Well, we'll have a look at Twitter, but it's not impacted the price at all. Look at this has been since Elon's initial rumor to the 60-minute last week. We've been making steady gains up there, but he's offered $54 a share. So the most that's going to happen is it's going to go up to $54 when that purchase is complete. Just been trading sideways since close yesterday. So there's not a lot of movement. The range isn't huge on Twitter. This was when it was announced pre-market that he was taking a stake in Twitter. That's when he actually took his stake. So we've not even got to those highs of $54 yet. Of course, Twitter has been higher than that. It's low volume today, but if you want to buy some shares now, Elon will pay you $54 for them. You're going to get a $3 move, so it could be a nice swing move if you like. Tea, Tony, that. I make a lovely cup of tea. I really do. I wish you guys were here. You could taste my cup of tea. It's great. Yeah, so quiet day so far. Quiet Tuesday. I don't mind quiet days as long as we get some volatility and some volume coming in. The bell. Let's have a look at the VIX because this is usually a good indicator of volatility. VIX came back down yesterday. We're still fairly high. It's kind of 27s, mid 27s. So the Nasdaq's down slightly. Had a good day yesterday. Rallied yesterday. Had a good day, as you can see. Got the S&P down a little more than the Nasdaq, but just the Dow Jones, similar sort of pattern, and Russell Index. So all the markets are slightly down on the day. All had a bit of a rally yesterday, which was nice to see, but they're slightly down today. This huge sell-off at the end of last week was slightly troubling, so it's good to have a little bit of a rally. If we then sell off again, it might just have been a dead cat, but let's see. Okay, so Tesla. Look at Tesla for you. Tesla right now is trading at 999. So this was when it announced its earnings. This is when I traded it briefly. quick trade. This is when the earnings were announced. Then we had the big sell-off in line with the wider markets. So Tesla is back trading in line with the wider market. Similar pattern. It's slightly up on the day, a fraction of a percentage, but it's back trading in line with the markets. Okay, so we're having waiting for some movement on the something to pop up with a bit of momentum. Nothing on the scanners just yet. Seeing ATA with some good volume. Let me just have a look at what the chart is. One of those Wall Street bets kind of Reddit meme stocks now. Showing up as decent volume, but I keep forgetting that it is very liquid stock anyway. This usually trades quite a lot of volume. It's relatively relative volume. Yeah, ATA normally trades 17.5 million shares a day. It's only done 700,000, so that's not great. May come good later. Oh, GMDA is selling off now. It needs to stay above $3 for sure. This goes below 330. It's 340 now. This goes below 330. It's a little bit too far for me to consider it being strong. It's very weak. So let's put this into context, guys. We start today. Where's my numbers? $54,407 in the account. So we're a little over $50,000 in the account. Let's put that into context. We started the month with $32,000 on the account. We had a big drawdown first couple of days of the month, and then we had another big drawdown a week later. It wasn't as big. So just 12 days ago, we had an account value of $4,200. So in 11 days, we've gone from $4,200 to $54,000. So we've made 50,000 gains, 50,000 in profit in 11 trading days off a small account. What I would say is, well done, Tony. I'm not saying I'm the best trader in the world. I legitimately am not saying I'm the best trader in the world, guys. What I'm saying is, I'm top three. No. Nvidia. I'm bullish on Nvidia. I am long term. I'm bullish. I'm bullish on the whole gaming sector in particular. So e-gaming, esports, all that kind of thing. And as we expand on the metaverse, we're going to need a lot more VR tools and graphics and the likes coming into it as well. And NVIDIA chips and NVIDIA graphics cards and ideally placed to take advantage of that. So I'm bullish with NVIDIA. I think they're a good company. I think they've got a great project ahead of them. And but right now, trading along with the markets. So there's low volume, but if we look at it from a 60-minute point of view, you can see that we had the sell-off with the markets last week, and then yesterday a bit of a rally, slightly down on the day. So it's similar picture to wider markets, and a lot of these, S&P 500 companies, that's what they do. Unless they've got a catalyst that allows them to buck the market trend, they just tend to course along with the wider market trend. No, drawdown means that you're in a position. So, for example, if you've got a $30 equity position, got $30,000 account, and you lose $10,000, you're in a $10,000 drawdown. So it's cumulative. That's what a drawdown means, Lee. Also, if I then gained $5,000 and then lost $15,000, I'd be in a $20,000 drawdown. So the drawdown is the cumulative loss on the zero position. So on the net break even position. So even if I, like, for example, I was over $200,000 up at the start of the month before I even made a trade on the first of April. I was 2,000 up on the year, okay, but I was in an annual drawdown because I'd lost the last 2 days of March. I lost was about $37,000 in the last couple of days of March. Even though March as a whole I made $84,000 in profit, I lost. So I was in a drawdown on the year, even though I was in profit. So basically, the high position that, let me have a look, see it on my trade view stats. Have we recovered that now? Annual drawdown. Let me have a look at my versus loss. Wow. Wow. I'll just pull this across. You can see it. Okay. This is my trading view. So this is across the year. This has been my cumulative profit and loss across the year, as you can see, since the start of the year. So you'll never see a straight. If you see a trader's P&L go straight up, there's something suspicious. You do get these peaks and troughs all the time. Now, what we've got with the cumulative drawdown, if I pull this across here, this is cumulative drawdown. So while I'm in profit, the drawdown is zero. When I make a loss, I get the drawdown. I've got to recover from it. Now I can make profits, and then that zero thing, every time I make a loss, I go into a drawdown. So it's the draw. So here, what we got in March, last 2 days of March, we made a significant drawdown there. Then we had another drawdown. We're 62 bucks on the year. This is trade profit and loss. This doesn't take into account commissions, but 62 bucks on the year. We're down 62 in the red from our high on the year. So if we make a positive trade today, we'll be at the annual highs on the year. So I hope that explains what the drawdown actually is now. Why is Cardano down so much? All the other cryptos are, well, XRP's down as well, but Bitcoin's up, but Cardano's down. I don't get that. No problem, Lee. Now let's go back to the 1 minute and back to moving. Got MX as well. I guess more volume. But let's remind ourselves that the two core elements that we need to be successful as a day trader intraday is we need volatility and we need volume. So we don't just need the moves, we need the moves with volume. If no volume, like there is here, for example, this is steady moving up, but there's no volume. There's no volatility. So ranges, basically we're getting a transaction up a little bit higher and no toing and froing in the price movement. So we're not getting the volatility on MX right now, and certainly we're not getting the volume. You can see down here the volume histogram, how low it is. So Let's look at Sky Harbor. See where there's these blanks are. There's virtually no volume. Without volume, there's no trade. Trades are just not reliable. You can swing with on low volume. That's fine. If you believe in the fundamentals of a company, you can invest on low volume. But that's on the belief that it's going to go, the price is going to go higher based on fundamentals alone. But based on the technicals, which is what we are trading intraday, we need volume. NKTX is 10% down today's close. So it's been close to the VWAP, which gives me hope that it will turn around. I just want to see it break that $20 mark because huge window of opportunity above. Veru is Veru's Veru. It's low volume at the moment, but it's kept because it's kept most of its gains from yesterday, and as such kept most of its gains from last week. Veru could have another go today, another run. Wouldn't surprise me to see Veru hit. If it breaks 15, we could get 16, possibly even $17 today, based on the way that this moves. Look at it from daily chart. See the range, the daily range that it's got. We're looking at probably $3.5, $4 on average last while. So we did another $3 move yesterday on the daily. No reason why we can't do another $2.5, $3 today. Not stock picks, just my opinion, educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't sue me if you lose money. What Lee wants to know, what numbers do I consider enough volume? It's all about relative volume. So if you see if I can't see that. If you look at the amount of shares being traded today, is that higher, relatively speaking, to what it normally trades on any given day? The reason I'm saying that is because you can have a very liquid stock, a very highly traded stock that has zero range, very little range. Like Bank of America, you're talking, millions and millions and millions of hundreds of millions of shares traded every hour, let alone every day. Yet its range is about 10 cents. Whereas you'll get something like an NKTX yesterday saw this move, and let me just pull up what was the float on NKTX? I can't recall. Second, Carter key data. Benzinga's very slow lately. So float 27 million. So yesterday we traded 109 million shares on NKTX. If you look at the daily, look at the volume there, traded 109 million shares on the single day, and it's a 27 million share float. So it recycled that float 4 times over. Now, if we look at what it normally does on in terms of average volume, its average volume is 1.9 million shares traded over the last 100 days on average. So to do over 100 million shares yesterday, that's 50 times relative volume, which is huge. That's where the volatility comes from, when we've got huge relative volume like that. So that's what I'm looking for when it comes to enough volume. I need at least 2 times relative volume, Lee. Thanks, Zuggle. It was a good win. Back green on the month with a vengeance. So on good question, Alistair. So some stocks on Benzinga. So what we're looking for, if you're looking at the momentum scanner, which is the 15-minute scanner here, for example, um, PGTX, Protagonist Therapeutics, is in red, but the gain is 2.41% up. However, on the day, it's actually red. So it's made a move 2.41% in the last 15 minutes, but it's still red on the day. That's why you see some, and on the gap scanner you won't see any red because I've got it gainers on the day. So you'll never see a red stock on the gap scanner. You only see it on the momentum and the surging scanners. On the surging scanners, a lot of these are making moves to the upside, but they're still red on the day. I hope that makes sense, Alistair. But if not, just let me know. I'll try and speak about it in other later. Yeah, well, Veru had I called this out as a potential swing trade beginning of last week. Was it? Yeah, beginning of last week. Um, that it had a really good catalyst, and unlike SFBM or SBFM or whatever it was, that did have a good catalyst. It held the gains after day one. It didn't have that sell off. So I think actually Veru, it had a bit of a sell off and then it moved again on day three, which is a very bullish sign. And when it sold off, it still held most of its gains. It only retraced about 40%, if my memory serves. If I'll just have a look at Veru, if so we had this move, and then we had the big sell off. So it retraced about 40% before moving back up again, which is quite a very strong sign. It's a very bullish sign. If you look, you think about what we're looking for on a daily basis. If we're looking for a bull flag on a daily basis, an intraday basis, it's like fractals or in a tree. You look at the twigs in a tree, and then you zoom out and you get on the branch. It looks exactly the same, just you zoomed out. Then you zoom out again, and the larger branch looks exactly the same, and then the tree looks exactly the same. The patterns are the same. Same thing with the stock market. So the higher the time frame, the patterns can look exactly the same. If we saw this in, just forget that this is a daily chart. If we saw this on a 5-minute chart, we'd have the huge move up and then the pullback. We'd be looking for, okay, well, we're going to get in for the next candle to make a new high here, and we'll get the move up. And that's what happened. So we've even got this move down here, and we're looking for the next move up. So the patterns hold true, even with higher time frames. So the fact that it got a consolidation pullback and then a move back up is a very bullish sign. Hey Darren, how you getting on? Hope you were profitable yesterday. I know I was. That's all we can ask for. Okay, so ATX is starting to move back up now, over $17, back over the V. This could be interesting. Why could this be interesting? Well, let me show you what I've mapped out on my trading view. This is NKTX trading view. Look at this. See that this is where we are. This is the daily chart over the last year or so. See that we've got this window here. We've got where it had a big drop and there's no price action in that window. That's from 20 to 24. Tap 20 in after, we didn't actually break 20, but we tapped 20 in the after hours session yesterday. And we retraced. And we're currently trading at 1730. So high of yesterday's session, we closed at 1872. Was but this window of opportunity here, it breaks 19, $20. See a move back up because we've got resistance here at $20. We've got resistance here at $20, and could see quite a substantial move. Just need to break $20 and then get a nice move upwards. And that's what TradingView is great for, is the longer term, deeper analysis. AVDL is moving, NKTX is moving. Let's go back to the 5-minute. Levels. Got level at 70. 50. Look at it, fellas. So it's the quarter, half, and whole dollars are very important. On this, so a bit more volume into that. NKTX, which is, see that, Alistair, NKTX on the 15-minute is now hitting the scanners with momentum, but it's red still. We're just slightly red on the day, but it's making a move up. Right, 1750, then test it as support. I'll be interested in trading that again. Of course I will. Made a lot of money on it yesterday. VDL, no. MDL, no. What time frame, Josh? 1 minute on GMDA. Here's the 5-minute. Oh, had candles make highs, but then affected. So not really setting up for a flag as such. Full flag at least. I want the continuation here. That window. I can have a look at Neo. Look at it on 60. Oh, Neo is. So what's happened with Neo? What happens with Neo? It tends to follow Tesla because it's in the same sector. Look at it on the daily. See, Neo is, we had this sell-off this last couple of days from last week, and then the rally yesterday. So a very similar chart to Tesla. It's, look at it on the 60-minute remote, and so sell-off. Whereas where Tesla had its earnings, Tesla follows the wider market, so Neo's doing exactly the same thing. It had its rally yesterday with the wider market. It's slightly up on the day today, but its whole sell-off was in line with the wider market. This rally here that we got when Tesla had its rally. Mistaken. I like the thought of Neo. I'm just kind of, it's way off its highs. It went up to kind of over $50 last year. So that EV sector is, oh, it's a very popular sector. I'm bullish on the whole sector. We just need, and they've got a great supercar, by the way. NIO have got a fantastic supercar, electric supercar. Um, but it's the fact that it's a Chinese car, and they don't really have much of a market share outside of China right now. I think NIO has good product, and that sector's got a good future. So, question is, will they be able to compete with GM Motors and Ford and all the other ones now that they're concentrating on electric vehicles as well? Not too sure. All right, okay, yeah, because I saw you comment a little bit late. You're right. There was a nice little setup, 5 minute, but like so didn't quite follow through. And this is the problem with pattern breakouts pre-market, is because you've not got the volume, they're not as reliable. As I say earlier, you need volume for the reliability of the pattern breakouts. Heavy DL is moving down at the minute. Had its original pop up. So if you look at it on the 5 minute, had it pop up and then it's back down again. So bounce underneath the VWAP. So from an intraday perspective, so why do I have I keep the charts as fairly clean, as you can see. But why do I always have the VWAP? Because I'm an intraday pattern day trader. I'm looking for intraday trends, and that's what the VWAP essentially is. It's an intraday trend indicator. Once you get into the higher time frames, daily and above, intraday the VWAP ceases to be relevant. It's no longer as effective. So you don't want to use the VWAP for anything that's daily time frame or weekly time frame or anything like that. I would go as far as to say that 4 hour is pushing it a little bit as well. But certainly on the lower time frames, the VWAP's very good. It's an intraday trend indicator, meaning if the candles are forming below the VWAP, it's in a downwards trend, selling off. If candles are forming above the VWAP, it's an upwards trend. It's buying. It's rallying. If they're forming kind of either side and the ranging above and below the VWAP, then it's just a range sideways movement. But it's a very good intraday trend indicator. If you don't have to worry about the wider fundamentals, it just I mean AVDL is had to bounce after yesterday's sell-off. I'm just having a look at this on the daily. AVDL, huge red candle. Ouch. Why it's up today, it's bouncing. I believe that this is one of these squeeze play, I think. Potential squeeze. There's a lot of shorts there. In it. Okay. What else? Got okay. What else? Okay, it's a quiet chat at the minute. What do you want to see? I've got all my. I always use my hotkeys for. I've got a limit sell, so I have a buffer. If I've got quite a big spread, I can't use my hotkeys because my hotkeys are set for limit sell. I excuse me. I buy the bid and I sell the ask, which is the opposite of what most people do. So I buy the bid plus 10 cents. My hotkeys are set up for buy the bid plus 10 cents and sell the ask plus 10 cents. And sometimes if it's a spready stock, I just won't get filled. So I might have to revert to market orders if it's a spready stock. And sometimes if it's a spready stock, you might want to do that to get the best fill because it'll just blow past you. If it's highly volatile and quite spready, it might just blow past you and you won't get your limit orders filled. And that's a risk that you take, but you've got to mitigate the risk where you can. My hotkeys are set up for limit orders. Market orders don't work out of in the out of hours sessions anyway. So that's one of the reasons I set up limit orders on my hotkeys. I don't think anybody's watching on YouTube. I don't know why I stream on YouTube. Is anybody watching on the YouTube? Let me know in the chat. I don't know why I stream on YouTube anymore. Like 5 people viewing, and if I'm being completely honest with YouTube, you get a lot more, you see a lot more on YouTube, but everybody's just watching on the phone half the time. Got 40 minutes to the market open. Very low volume day today. I'm deliberately being patient because what we've seen is on these low volume days, it sometimes takes half an hour after the market opens. It'll be 10 a.m. market time or 3 p.m. my time before we actually see something hitting the momentum scanners. So I'm keeping an eye on yesterday's movers, or in particular NKTX, and I'm looking at a couple of other of yesterday's movers as well. And we'll see if they move at the bell. Getting Ethereum is moving back up. It's 1.9 million shares traded now, so it's starting to pick up. It's 10% up on the day, so that's going to go on the watch list. It continues to move up. Popular with the Reddit gang. Yeah, I think a lot of people have the TikTok open for the chat and the YouTube for the visuals. So there we go. You can see you can absolutely, but you see more chart. You've got 2 charts to look at. You've got the 1 minute and the 5 minutes on YouTube. You get to see it, and you get to see where I place the orders as well. So if I put stop loss, you get to see that. So people prefer the chat in TikTok, but they like the visuals on YouTube. They have both open. Good afternoon, James. Aaron, Rondo, Jobby. Yeah, the chat stinks on YouTube because it's not that active. It would be a lot better if it was active. It's just not. The majority of people are chatting in TikTok, which is why I have. I'm getting 2 views per view. Absolutely, Zoogle. Maximize my audience. Maximize the efficiency of the audience. Excuse me. Good morning, James. Nice to have you back. Stop texting while you're driving, Alistair. I don't want to be responsible for you having an accident. Anybody wondering what that noise is? It's my dragon. I've got a pet dragon, apparently. How long have I been trading? I've been trading a couple of years now. Since I lost my VP position. Just waiting for some volume. That's not me snoring. I don't know about authentic, but I'm one of those people. I learned a long time ago. I've reached that age in my life. I've reached that stage in my life where when you're in your teens and your 20s, you kind of worry what other people think about you. And then you get into kind of your 30s and your 40s. You then stop worrying about what other people, you just kind of like, well, I don't care what other people think about me. And then you get to kind of your late 40s and your 50s, then you realize that, shit, people weren't even thinking about me at all, so it doesn't really matter. So that kind of stress goes out of the door. So authentic or just myself, genuine. I think the genuine article. I just be myself. Just put myself out there, and if you don't like it, scroll on. If you do, you're welcome back. Yes, I'm full time trading. I've got a few income streams there, Jack. I've got my trading. I've got affiliate marketing that I do as well. Gives me income streams. I've got a couple of e-commerce stores. I've got my consultancy business as well, which I do. Tend to find that my consultancy is evening work. What I mean by that is the majority of companies that I consult with are US based. So they call me in the evenings, and I get paid like 450 bucks an hour for consulting with them on the markets that I used to work in. So I've got a number of income streams, but my primary income stream is my trading. The trading is where I make most of my money. I mean, none of the other income streams will give me the opportunity to make $20,000 in a day like I did yesterday. Granted, none of the other income streams I would lose $30,000 in a day like I did on the first of the month. So, swings and roundabouts, as they say. Well, I'm selling training as well, Zugel. Well, I'm trading in front of your nose, so I don't have to put the proof out there. I'm actually doing it in front of you, so you're actually what you don't have to buy the course. If you want to get it concise and documented, and me acting as a mentor, great, jump on the course. But you can watch the streams and you can pick up a lot of what it is and trial and error and do it for yourself in a simulator. I would say don't don't put money into the markets unless you've traded in a simulator first. A lot, and don't gamble. Don't gamble. Just make sure that you know what you're trading. You've got a plan before you enter. Yeah, absolutely. So not so much tech consulting, but sales. I used to VP of sales for a tech company, so it's in the tech industry, but it was go to market. A lot of companies come to me for research on the markets that I was working in. Um, I have uh, three different ways that I trade. Occasionally I'll swing trade. If I see the setup for a swing trade, I will. I've got long-term positions that I'm dollar cost averaging in because I see that my money's with those long-term positions is just working for me. I'm not making the big gains, but I'm certainly beating inflation. So I'm holding long-term positions on that as well. And but intraday, day trading intraday, I make more gains on a daily basis. I'm outperforming the market on a daily basis by day trading, and then I'm taking those gains and putting them into longer holding positions. XRP predictions. So XRP, I'm not one to make predictions, but I'm bullish on XRP. I'm holding it. I'm considering getting rid of it in the short term at least, because I learned this last weekend that the light well not the likelihood the Ripple court case was which I was expecting to be resolved this summer is going to continue on into 2023, possibly Q2 of 2023. It's worrying for me that such a frivolous case is being given so much, airtime or leeway in terms of just pushing it back out and pushing it back out, and it's just holding back down. So XRP for me is a bit worrying right now in the short term because of this Ripple case that's just ongoing. They will win the case. It's a frivolous case, but it's being suppressed artificially as a result of that. That's my problem with XRP. Thanks, Josh. I'm glad you're getting. I'm glad you're enjoying it and getting use out of it. Auto transcription. I'll have a look at that later. But I don't think it comes. I don't think the auto captions come with the live stream. I think that's the problem. Once it's been recorded, you can go back and watch the recordings. I think you've got the auto captions on there, and certainly the recordings that I've done, the videos that I've done, the tutorials that I've done on YouTube, they've got the auto captions on, or they should have. I don't know about 4 or 5 minutes, but it's I think it's about certainly at least a minute on YouTube. Redbox, what kind of volume do I look for on Redbox? Well, let's have a look at Redbox. All the details up on Redbox. Look at the these details on Redbox. You can see that the session volume is 1.7 million shares traded. You can see the average volume over the last 100 days, the last 3 months, is 3 million per day. So we're currently approximately a little over half daily volume Redbox. So if you're going to be trading Redbox, I want to see it trading over 3 million shares. So it's got higher relative volume. So I want to see it breaking 3 million before the open, really. Then throughout the day, it continues to trade because we know we're going to probably get to 3 million at the open. But then across the course of the day, I really want to be seeing 6 million shares traded across the course of the day. So Redbox right now, relatively speaking, is a little bit behind in terms of relative volume. Doesn't have a huge short float. It's big enough, 10%, but doesn't have a huge short float. And the overall float, 10 million shares. It's, you can get good moves with that. You can get good volatility with such a small float. So Redbox, go back to your question. I want to see Redbox trading 6 million shares on a daily because it's twice the average daily volume. Redbox isn't like I say, it's up 15%, which that it's just reached that minimum that I look for to trade. It did had a really good day yesterday. Did Redbox? Well, so this is one of the gainers from yesterday. If we go back to the 60-minute chart, 30-minute, 60-minute chart, you can see how much it moved up yesterday. Did well with a couple of pullbacks on the 60-minute. So it's up from where it closed, the 80s. It's already up almost 70 cents. got this. Sorry, it's only 5 minutes. Okay. You see the volume histogram here now. So since 8:50, 8:52 market time, we've started to get an increase in volume. It's dying off a little bit, but we've got that increase in volume there. Prior to that, very low volume. So we're starting to get a pickup with red box in terms of volatility and volume now, which is could be worth watching for the day on the watch list of $4. I can have a look at Evoc. So Evoc's moving up. I refuse. I'm not doing it. I refuse to trade sub $3 stocks. I did it twice last week and lost money. Actually, gained on one day, but that was fortune rather than design. They distract me. I always trade them badly. So it's up at the moment. So this is the 1 minute. If you look at the 5 minute, you can see how much it's up. We've got 182%. So if you've got a cash account and no margin, it could be in a small cash account with no margin. Evoc is moving up. Will I see why it's moving up for you? I can certainly do that. The catalyst. So Evoc's Pharma shares are trading higher after the company announced it has been granted a new drug product exclusivity by the FDA for Gimorti nasals. So they've been granted a drug production exclusivity by the FDA. That's why it's moving, skyrocketing. That news came out at 8:30, 8:45. So that's why that's moving. I'm not trading it, but doesn't mean you don't that you can't trade it. What do I look for in short interest flow? I look for if I'm considering that there might be a short squeeze, I want it to be at least 20% short interest. Float, I'm looking for, ideally, I want, from an intraday perspective, for the volatility, I'm looking for market caps that have less than 100 to 150 million shares in the float. That's what I'm looking for. Somebody keep telling me to short Apple, but Apple's moving in line with the wider markets, I believe. Have a look. Yeah, it's moving in line with the wider market. So you may, with Apple, that's like saying short the SPY, short the Nasdaq. It's moving exactly the same as the wider market. 1 minute, I've showed you the wider market. It's the exact same pattern as the wider market. So we obviously believe that the wider market's not going to have a good day today. Eight is up today, 7% up today. How long have you been holding it, Puno? Morning, Quest. West Canterbury. Want an update on Mullen? I think you must be in Mullen long term. Not doing anything. Look at that. That's it's just barcoding it. But let's have a look at it on the daily. Have a look at it on the 60 minute. Oh, it's just sideways. It's been sideways since it sold off last week. It's 141 at the minute. I keep telling you about Mullen. I'm not. It's not got a very good daily chart. Quite weak. Had this move up and then continually weaker. So 141. It's just moving sideways at the minute on low volume. Relative low volume. Red box looks to be moving up. Pulling back, consolidating right now. It's pulling back to the VWAP a little bit. Odds the VWAP. Right? Got a nice little bull flag set up on the 5-minute. Next 5-minute candle to make, which will be 445. So 446. Interesting. Oh, $1 resistance level here that it's. I don't bet against Tesla. I don't bet. I've learned not to bet against Elon, even if the fundamentals aren't there. I'm not betting against Elon. I can see both Tesla and Twitter continue to rise. I mean, he's like the modern day bloody Tony Stark. He really is. Everything he touches turns to gold. I don't know why he's saying Twitter's going to go to the moon. If you're in Twitter, it's going to go to $54. That's where it's going to go to. He's going to buy the lot. He can then float it back. That's potentially float it back, but it'll be compulsory purchase at $54. Well, we'll watch for Riot and Mara at the bell. Have a quick look at Riot. The problem is that there's no volume, so it's just trading sideways at the minute. But watch for it at the bell because these are popular stocks. Riot and Mara, same pattern, a little bit more expensive. So with crypto moving upwards, these are likely to move upwards in tandem with that, as long as crypto maintains that upwards momentum. These are below the VWAP at the moment, so just bear in mind that is the case. But we have to wait for volume to come in before even thinking about taking any trades there. Let's have a look at Zen. And there's nothing, there's one trade so far today, one share, got volume of one. So somebody's obviously gone and bought one share of Zen. Well, there's nothing there to trade. If you look at it on the 60-minute, it's horrible sell off wider market. It's trading in a similar fashion to the wider market though. So daily, it's not too bad on the daily. Upwards. There as well, Alistair. You take it you're not driving now, Alistair. Red box pulled all the way back towards the VWAP. 430s now. VWAP is 429. So we looked at EVOC earlier. I'm deliberately not allowing myself to be tempted by these smaller price stocks because that's how I lose money. No, this is moving up. I'm one of these people. I will trade these $1-2 stocks, and they'll move up 200% like this is at the moment, 220%, and I'll lose 50% of my gains. I'll lose 50% of my position on it. I just can't trade these tiny stocks. Don't know why. It's just that's what my stats tell me to stay away from stocks below $3. So I do. Oh, all right. Yeah, I hope it's not a Tesla you're driving there, Alistair. Showing off with your Tesla. Tesla's just following the market at the moment, disastrous. So if you look at the market, SPY, the Nasdaq, whatever, This is the 60-minute chart. Just swap the ticker for Tesla, and you're getting the same pattern. Oh, it's slightly down today. But we were down pre-market yesterday, then we made a comeback to the into the open, and then a rally on pretty much all the markets. The Russell is down. Dow is down. It looks like I'm showing you the same chart, but it's not. That's the Dow. That's the Russell. So that's the S&P. There's the Nasdaq. So VIX is being up. So we might get a bit of volatility today if the VIX continues up. Like volatility. Like NKTX is consolidating below the VWAP now. Still held most of its gains from yesterday. Oh, it started at 770, 777 yesterday, triple sevens. So it's still hugely up on where it closed on Friday. I'm losing my days. I don't know why. Yeah, SBFM did a bit of a stall. Let's look at the SBFM. Yeah, so it moved up pre-market yesterday and then started to sell off again. It's been selling off pre-market today. So didn't have a bad day yesterday. Popped up at the open and sold off. It's not certainly not likes of Varu, which is holding its gains at 1350s. Support at 1355, which I've gone in previously. Certainly worth 1450 level. Like 14 ends go green on the day. Varu, it could have another run today. I think Varu very well might have another. That's only my own personal opinion. It's not a stock pick. It's not signals. It's not financial advice. Luke Sorcerer, I don't take requests. This is not cabaret. We don't take requests. Look at it though. Well, that's where the movement is. Put that on the screen for you whilst we're waiting for the open. We're 15 minutes to the open. So there you go, Sorcher. You can watch the chart. I don't know if you can see that chart on TikTok. Top end, right at the top right corner. So little live screen. I've got the wish list and TikTok icons in the way. Okay, good lord, guys, we've got 70 people in the TikTok stream, so everybody tap the screen 10 times. Let's get 2,500 likes. So let's get this pushed out. This stream pushed out to before the open. Let's get this stream pushed out to more people. This was like 40 cents close at the close of business yesterday, guys. So this is what happens when the FDA gives you exclusivity on a manufacturing contract. How do I track my trading? I don't mind sharing how I track my trading. I use TraderView. This is I use. I roll this in. Yeah. This is my detailed this year. These are my detailed statistics. So this is TraderView, my trading journal. Yeah. See here, total gains. average gains, average loss. So at the moment this year, because I've had a couple of big losses, my averages are just a little bit better than 1 to 1. But my profitability is 1.7. So ideally, I want that profit factor over two. Over, that's because of this month. That profit factor is it should be over 2. Um, and my largest gain here is 67,000. My largest loss 27,000. So my expected gain, expected position 4,467 is my expected gain per trade. I want that over $5,000. Should be doing $5,000 a day. That's how I track my trader view. So I track all my trading and reports. Link in the link tree. Welcome. I'll answer. I'll put it. I'll do a video for that one as well when I get the chance. Give you a tour around trader view in video. So I can sing and dance like the best of them, Alistair. I'll give if I get over the 7 figures, I'll do a little song and dance for all of you. So don't mind doing that. Behind schedule at the moment though. Oh, red box. Volume's just died off a little bit on red box. We had this little spike for the move up. Volume's died off a little bit. So let's have a look. Else have we? AVDL just consolidating since it made its initial move up. GMDA is down at 10%, so that's sold off. It's lost more gains today. Red box MX, that's lower volume. Ethereum TZU, very low volume, but has popped up. That popped up 5 minutes. See, very low volume. Not even a trade to be had there. Yeah, we're struggling for choice today, which I don't mind. Patience is a virtue. We'll see. We'll see. Goodness. Dublin Airport's got 627 viewers live. Why? Looking at the airport. Why? Better. Hey, let's. That's global. It hurts. Why does that pop? PGX. Thing. Box is where the volume is right now. And our friends over at NK are selling off. So, this backup. Let's see. Am I missing something? Can anybody see any patterns here on the 1 minute? Let's on a 5 minute. Watching that for a continuation. No, there's no volume today. It's lacking volume. How are British stocks doing? I don't know. I don't trade I don't trade the FTSE. Sorry, Malcolm. There's just not enough volume on the FTSE to day trade it. Well, there's not enough volume on the FTSE to day trade it profitably and predictably. That's the problem with the FTSE. It's you get a lot better volume on the US stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange. We talked about Neo earlier. It's just consolidated slightly down on the day. It's following the same pattern as the wider market. That's for you, Ladybug. Okay, 5 minutes to the open. That's after yesterday. No, quite frankly, I'm not too worried if nothing moves, doesn't set up. If we have a no trade day, I've not had a no trade day for a long time because I've been quite liberal with my stock selection over the last while. If we end up having a no trade day, then we have a no trade day. I don't mind just letting you guys watch Evoc. That reminds me, I'm showing my age now. That reminds me of the little teddy bears from Star Wars. They had their own movie, but they had a series, an animated series in the 80s, the Ewoks. Let me know if you remember the Ewok. Let me know in the chat if you remember the Ewoks, or am I just too old? Well, Hertz is moving up slightly. Don't know about it going to 32. Not enough volume to drive it to 32 right now. Moved up from 22 yesterday. It moved up from 22 to 23.50. So $1.50. Is it going to go to 32 today? Another $6 away, $8 away? Probably not. Probably not today. What you've got to understand with Hertz is that even a good day with Hertz, it's quite a big stock. Now, got earnings today. I think that's probably why people are saying it's going to move. But it's a 240, 235 million share float. So it's not going to move. It's not going to move willy-nilly. You're not going to get the volatility with Hertz that you get with some of these low float stocks. For it to go to 32, it's got to move 35%. Not going to do that in a day, regardless of its earnings call schedule for tomorrow morning. But I honestly can't see it moving 35% today. Up 3%, but not 35%. Am I frozen? Give you refresh it there, El Puno. I don't know if I'm not frozen on the stream. Most people can see me. I know my other account, which I'm watching the chat with, I'm not frozen on that account. So, okay, 2 minutes to the bell. Literally nothing volume right now. And KTX is been up with some volume, got some volume, but it's not moving. It's actually moving down. Evox having a great day. Evox currently 240% up on the day, and climbing. Oh, this could get potentially $2. Well, good luck with that one, John. Hopefully, I don't know which way you're going to swing on that one. I don't know what Microsoft's earnings are looking like today, good or bad. Not really looked into Microsoft. I'm holding Microsoft, but I don't even bother with the fundamentals anymore. I just dollar cost average with it. AVDL. I'm Ahmad. I think you mean AVDL as opposed to ADVL. If you mean ADVL, then it's just consolidating below the VWAP at the minute. Got 5 minutes. What we're looking at. It popped up, just consolidating right. Oh, got 20 seconds to the bell. Let's see if we can't get some volume. I'm going to change my scanners over a little bit earlier. Waiting for some momentum. There's the bell. ATX above 17. I'll get on. Watch the scanners. I'm just watching NKTX for continuation from yesterday. Let it form its opening range, and we've got something to trade in. There's the VWAP. There's the resistance at the VWAP. And the sell-off. MDA moved up quite nicely. Through bit of a sell-off. SPY, the market's having a bit of a sell-off. The wider markets are having a bit of a sell-off. Dell selling off. Only GMDA really that's up. The box trying to move up. GMDA being up slightly. Volatility there. Actually back briefly. ATX for a green move. Okay. Black breaks lows. Okay. $2,000 down. But our opening range, $17 is what else is Evox fighting down. That's the bounce on the VWAP for Evox. All that moving free market. Just waiting for something to hit the scanners. Else selling off. Tried to make a move up. And at the bottom of this 5-minute range, 25, 17. But our opening range. Five minutes in. Reversal. Okay, we're getting these dojis, which are reversal indicators, but getting Harbour looks like it could be up. This 1625 level on NKTX. That bottom forming, which is a bearish indicator, and let's get a change in sentiment. At 4 times now on the 1 minute, so we'll get a break through that bottom and push in a moment. Sentiment. Absolute game time. MDA is moving up steady there, Les. You're absolutely right. Back to X. Let's look at GMDA. Yeah. Now selling off slowly. Selling off. Sky Harbour. Day now. Like $11. Question. Yeah, quite easily. Finding a safe entry. Or back to the VWAP. Bought at the VWAP. Back up. Back of nice. Bit of support. That bit of volume coming in. Back above 20. Just on the scanners as well. Still hitting the scanners on the 5 minute. Indonesian energy looks to be moving back up again on low volume. At 11:40 again. That resistance level at 11. So we'll look to wrong. $50. $half level. Big size, took 10,000 shares here. 10 cents. Cents. Up at 11.50. Still got a little bit of a hole already now. Red hole that we need to get ourselves out. WSC is moving up again. It's going to be one of the worst IPOs, Truth Social, in terms of launch. DWSC is moving up. X is it's a green move now. Not a lot else moving. It's just see this back in exactly pretty much the same place we got in last time. Fellas, I'm gonna what we get. That wasn't ideal. On to it's a little bit more predictable. I'm having a good day right now. Big size. I'd say when I first opened the stream that big win is very often is followed by a big loss, so I need to keep this. I'm live, Dynasty. I traded CEI last year, and that's never going back above two bucks. Yeah, it's people holding bags of this like $2.50, $3, and it's never going back up there. Never. So it's a garbage company. Sweetest possible way. Where's Veru? We're just consolidating right now. Up here with the VWAP, we've got 70. Sky Harbor, I took this position and looked for the support at 11, put off at VWAP. I'd look for the flag instead, where would be? In for, add for the flag, enter at the flag. Use your patterns wisely, guys. Back to NK. Where's the volume? L's got the view. Get above the view. Again, Sky Harbor. This is Sky Harbor. In this one, got in 11.50. Break of the $0.50. Entered at 11.50. Got to wait for the. Really, you've got to watch for the confirmation. Volume confirmation follow through. So do as I say, not as I do. Okay. $12. This time. Follow level again. Briefly above that. Quick went above. 2 went above 11.50. Here again. Patience, absolutely. Who's making its move up? I told you who would make a move up today. Getting the huge volume follow through. We want from spread either. It's a big spread, 6-7 cents spread, which pretty spreading for high volume. we're getting narrowing wedge. Time to film me, that did. Horrible. Trying. Oh, it's eating. Nice little pop up to $12 will be lovely. $40 investing. So like these spreads though. Oh, all as we want. At 12. Off. Interesting. Impatient, that's for sure. Got the of a break even. If we can ride this up. Above $12, that would be up to kind of 12.50 back in the driving seat. $80. So it's at 11.80. Ran KTX to start to make consolidating after that pullback. The pullback on Veru. Just hey Alistair's son, how you doing? So it just got stopped out there. So we made a little bit back on that. We're only 6,000 in the hole instead of 10, which is better than we were. Of okay. All right. Um, to pull back XPEV as a volume for you. Yeah, but it's down. It's selling off. Look at this. Look at this on the 5 minute. That huge plunge. That's your XPEV for you. Painful. Ah, I like the look of that. What? 6. Forge, when it moves, it can move really, really quickly. Handle number 5 minute, 15. Traded this twice last month, but like 5 figure gains every time. We traded again last week on Friday, 13,000 on it. Have previous. Not got huge volume right now. Starts to move. We'll start seeing volume. People watching this. IBTU. Some interesting picks, Elpenor, I've got to say. You say things that are not hitting my scanners, and when I look at them, I'm like, what, why are you even talking about that? Right, about to break highs. Right, I'll put that one. We're in for 2,500 shares. Expect this one. I said this one should go to about 15 bucks. Stop up to $4. $5,000. Stop. Let's move. Break even trade, or it's a scratch trade, or it's a winner. $50. $1,200. Locked in 1,200 in profits. We've still got goal. Is Veru. PTU, but Veru. Put the stop at break even. $34. Upper. Average cost is $14.33. So 5,000 shares in here. Just looking at the rest of the movers, Veru is one of the top ones on the and probably the top one on the momentum scanner, because JCSE doesn't really have the volume as such. Veru is the top momentum stock at the moment in terms of volume. Nice. Break $15 today on this candle, but hey, right, it stopped out. Frozen in. Oh, off those. for 7,500 shares. I put a stop at break even. I'll either be a scratch trade or we'll get stop take. Like, keep getting stop take. It's racking the commissions up, but this move up, pull back, move up, pull back. I'm not getting the continuation that we want from a parabolic move. So, fortunately, not getting the entry points, continuation. We're getting the entries, but it's not. We're not getting the continuation to make some profit with it. So we're kind of making even. We've got scratch trades. The commissions are racking up. It's going to move higher. Well, through. One to watch. .5 minutes. This is a buy. That's moving up. We should get at least 20 cents. .90. Yeah, 90. Slow and steady. Oh, we get stopped out again. More than 20 cents on the stop, I guess. Move up, pull back, move up, pull back. It's really frustrating. A bit of continuation. That I'm going to lose some of my risk. Quite good risk management. I think I need to lose some of my risk. Pulling back, break even each time, and back up again. So wait for the break of 15 here. Ten, 15, 12. Break highs. $15 now. Get up towards 15. Move up to 5. Finding a bit of consolidation at ask wiggle room. Slow and steady 1 minute. Extended on the 5 minute. We've got handling on the 5 minute. And peak. 15 times we're at the minute. Oiling. Patience, I guess. I think feeling it might go back up to kind of $17 today towards the end of the day. Let me test 16. up to 15, rejected. Yeah. Oh, 10,000 shares in this. Get that. Had distance at 1565 previously. We've got the $half level there at 50 where it's rejected. Bit more profit. 10,000 shares in this. Market's taking a jump, yeah. Oh, indeed. We're down. Our average cost is 15.11. I've got to stop at 15.13. So see it much lower. We made $4,000 on that trade. We're 2,000. We're back to 2,000 down. So we're slowly getting back to where we want to be. Just have the feeling that this is going to particular stock is going to get to about $17, certainly 60. Look for the flag setup here. $10,000 down to $2,000 down. That's a high book today. This time 20 cents, and it kept stopping me out. So 25. What for the break of this flag, but it through. Got in time. Through. Let me get that. It's up to the whole. Or there's bounce on the bounce. And take a look at Sava while I'm out of this trade. Absolutely. Sava popped up at the open, went up as far as kind of 24.50, and 5 minute popped up at the open 24.50, pulled back. They're trading at 22, just over $22 now. It's consolidating. It's not great volume. The 60-minute upwards gradually, and most volume is that pop at the open today. Most volume it's had in weeks. Looks of it daily. We had this little pop here, so it doesn't look too strong long term, but seems to be having a reasonably strong day today. 22, consolidating sideways now. Market seems to be dying a death now. Door. Oh, you like, but having that door open when it's freezing. Don't mind this consolidation on the 5 minute. But we were looking extended on the 5 minute, so we're looking at back over $50. That could be of interest. What did Evoc do? The small price one that we were looking at this morning. Oh, that's sold off pretty much straight away. Not quite made a maybe it might be red to green, but it's not quite. Oh, $1 now. Oh, absolutely, El Puno. If you're making money, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter about the size of it. Profit's profit. Green's green. Unfortunately, I had a really good day yesterday, so we're green on the week, but we're red today. So green on the week, the green on the month. You mate, happy, still happy, but we're having a red day at the minute. Sell off. Hater sold off. Red box off. Red on the day. Got gapper at the minute. Look, see what else is moving. What? Sure. Wow. Let's have a look. Why is this moving up? Why is this just popped? Have a look. A trading halt. Oh, I mean, it's only a small flow. 0.7 million, 1.2 million. Big volume. Can't see a catalyst. No, catalyst. Now the third top gapper. Decent relative volume. It normally does 1.3. It's already done 1.2. So that was enough. Let's have a 15, yes. You're chewing at your toe, your tail again. No, get down. Eating at your tail. Hold on. Lovely fluffy tail before. Ruining it. Right, we've got 25 minutes left of the stream. It's till 4 p.m. Yeah, I was altered. I've just been looking at that video. 416 for hour. Should resume time now. Time now. Oh, hmm. 10-minute hold. Get the bounce on the what? No, we didn't get the bounce on the $0.5. This is just continual selling. So what did Sky Harbor do? Hold off since we started. Volume then. Volume right now. Sky Harbor. It's where it's oh, okay. But interesting. But interesting. Look at the NASDAQ. What's selling? 5 minutes. Sell for the NASDAQ. S&P. Yep. Russell. Selling. Lovely red to green me. Red again. Selling. Why is Tesla dumping? Because the wider market's dumping. Tesla's dumping with the wider market. Like I say, the NASDAQ dumping. Why? Tesla just be following it's following the wider market. Yeah, pretty much. That's Tesla. This is there's your SPY. There's your NASDAQ. Oh, so Tesla's following the NASDAQ. Listed on the that's your NASDAQ. That's Tesla. Pretty much the same chart. Any time now. 10 seconds. Assumption for hour. Get filled. Get filled. Got filled. Altered again. Altered again. Interesting. Got filled. It's risky. Looks like it's going to halt up. Risky. Oh, well, whilst we're caught in that halt, probably going to be a 5-minute halt, 36, so, you know, quarter to. But another cuppa. Okay. At 498. You got in at 498, it's only 485. Got filled, Squibby. Oh, 39, 44 is what we're looking. I know what's missing. Oops. Things gone. So. There you go, that's why. Oh, that was a bit, here we go. $24.56, so we've got 40 seconds. Second. I could short that. Yeah. Bad. $705 in the red. So we're pretty much wiped out the debt. So it looks like we're not far off a break-even day now. It's just lo-fi beats. Epidemic sounds. Google. Yeah, well, most good, decent brokers are charging commissions. They charge a fee. What do you want, Shaq Sam? 1967. What hour? I'm looking for the reversal. Righty. It's not a pair, don't trade Forex. This is our HOUR. Our Loop is the company. It's equities, it's stocks. That looks like it's some kind of pump and dump. We've got a little bit out of it. Well, got quite a lot out of it actually. We got 1700 to the upside and 850 to the downside. So nice. What else has moved? Really? 4 stocks traded, and we're 700 behind. But we're 90 minutes into the market. Have a look. Let's a quick recap. Let's see what's everything's doing. Nasdaq on a 1 minute. You can see, for those who are wondering what Tesla's doing, that's the Nasdaq that you're looking at right there, and that's Tesla. So it's pretty much trading in sympathy with the rest of the Nasdaq. Let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft's more akin to the SPY. That one. It's at S&P 500. And Dow Jones, similar, more exaggerated, but similar downwards movement. The Russell Index, exactly the same thing. And okay, in terms of stocks, AVDL, biggest mover on the day. It's moving sideways now. But our is traded, now selling off. Nothing. Oh, Sky Harbour office building up now. Oh, that didn't do anything. Yay. Peru wants to get, he tried to get green again, but failing miserably. Oh, that looks to be done, really. Small red day. I'm happy with the small red day, considering we got into a big hole, and we ended up what, a substantial amount down. One stage, 10,000 down at one stage, and then we got to 6,000 or something. Head inroads, finishing almost flat. Looking for the next momentum mover. Some good volume. Getting any volume at all. It's U shape. Bottom. Fine. Oh, I made that huge pop up. Got a couple of times. Half. Mega pumping. A couple of these over the last month or so. Pumps. Okay. Not much in terms of market. Well, while it's quiet. Okay, guys, I'll sell out and I'll start shilling. Okay, so. Okay. On gold. Tiki-taki. this here is my page. It's across here so you can see it on YouTube as well. This here is my page on the TikTok. Click that. Now you won't get these on the thing, but you'll get these links in the description on YouTube. You click on the link. So if you're wondering what I just did, the link there, the TikTok trader, click on the link and it takes you through to my link. Now, why am I bringing you here? Well, first and foremost, you want to learn to trade like me? I'll teach you myself. I've got my own course that you can learn how to trade. It's very affordable. Get started. Go through, take a look. You learn all the major concepts of day trading, how to enter a trade, when to enter a trade, all the signals. Here's the full syllabus. If you go through, you can have a look at this. It's a day trading course, but for a limited time only, you're getting a bonus swing trading course in there as well. It's $150 a month. That's inclusive of tax. It's $119 US plus tax. So depending where you are, it's going to be a little bit more. $150 in Ireland. That's about 130 euros, about 120 pounds. And if you want to scroll down to the bottom of the page, you get to see that I am a profitable trader. You've seen over the last couple of days, I'm a profitable trader in the long run. Here's my trader view reports. Here's my broker reports. Show how profitable I actually am. And yeah, so that's the course. How do I find stocks to trade? Well, I use Benzinga. This is Benzinga. You can go to Benzinga and start your free trial for 14 days. What you see is this is Benzinga in the middle of the screen on TikTok. It's also Benzinga that you can see on the top of the screen on YouTube and Twitch. It's Benzinga. These are the scanners I use. So I've got my gap scanner here, I've got my momentum scanner here, and I've also got a couple of others. I've got signals and alerts. I've got rolling news ticket. Benzinga really is a fantastic tool. I wouldn't have made nowhere near as much money as I've made trading without Benzinga. And how do I, someone asked me earlier in the stream, how do I track my trades? Well, this is how I track my trades. TraderView. You can click this link, you can sign up, and it's a freemium service, so you can get a free plan. That you can track your trades. You can either import it via Excel, or you can, depending on who your broker is or what your platform is, they'll import it directly. It allows you to track your performance, allows you to look at analyze your trades and when you got in, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, risk versus reward, all that kind of stuff. So that's how I keep my trading on point, is by looking at the statistics of it and reviewing my statistics on a regular basis. What else have I got up here? Trading View. So Trading View, you can get the great charting tool. It's a free charting tool. It's a freemium charting tool. You can actually subscribe to get everything else, but I use this for longer, deeper analysis of stocks that I'm looking to trade or invest in. Great tool, Trading View, and I recommend it to anybody. You can paper trade for free with Trading View as well, so go out, check it out. And people who want to know what is the platform I trade, it's Dash Trader. And with Dash Trader, if you click on this link, and you can actually get a simulator if you want to, or it connects with interactive brokers, it connects with capital markets. A lot of the main the brokerage will allow you to use direct access software, and Dash Trader is one of the best direct access softwares. So that's essentially my link tree. Go check it out. Want to got any questions, email me directly. Okay. Rest of the watch list trader starts. Bye. So okay, so that was our massive pump and dump. Should have stayed in short. Made a fortune. Be quiet. I'm gonna make it come back. KTX. Back now. Will we get a red to green move with NKTX for the second half of the day? Stay tuned and find out. Well, actually, don't stay tuned because unfortunately that's the end of the stream, guys. So 4 o'clock. I will be back at it tomorrow. We'll see where we are. At the moment, it's a small red day. We'll see where we are a little bit later. Whether there's enough volume and volatility to come back for Power Hour. I'm not too interested in Real Madrid versus Manchester City. I'll meet either of them in the final. And I'll end the stream. And if you've got any questions, ping me an email. Subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to my TikTok, and I'll be back at it again, usual time, 1 p.m. London, Dublin, 8 a.m. market time tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.